One of the biggest headaches in applying to universities overseas is the GRE test. These standardized tests like the GRE, GMAT require us to study for 2 or 3 months, and it's not even related to the subject expertise that we're going to be studying at the university, but somehow they are very important to these schools. In fact, so important that they don't even allow you to apply without these tests. Well, those days are now over. Especially after COVID, if you see, the GRE exit movement is active and people don't want to take the test, and many schools have conformed to it. Surprisingly, some of the topmost universities now don't require the GRE for you to apply over there. So today, I'm going to be giving you such a list, and I'm going to be showing you on the official websites that yes, you can apply to these programs without actually having the GRE or the GMAT with you. So let's get started. Guys, subscribe to the channel if you like the video, and of course, share it with the people who need to know. We'll start first off with Princeton. Princeton's the very special school. You see on their website over here, this is the grad school website of Princeton, as you can see. And we'll just go down over here and it says GRE table, requirements for fall 2026 admission. And you see, based on the program, the course that you're going to be studying, it already lists down which one requires it. And most of these are making it optional or making sure that it's not required. In fact, computer science even goes ahead to say that it's not accepted. What does that mean? Even for a computer science degree, which is like one of the most technical degrees out there, now the GRE is not required and not accepted. So even if you want to send it, you'd say, oh, I have a very good score on the GRE, I'm going to send it to Princeton. Princeton won't even look at it. That's what not accepted means. So guys, for most of these programs, chemistry, even the PhD, for instance, there's German, history, all mathematics, all kinds of these programs. They just don't require you to have the GRE anymore. Now, this is special, right? This is not a one-off. You might think it is, but let me take you to another one in this case, NYU, New York University. And they also, however, do not require the GRE for most of these programs. You see, almost all of them show it as optional. You can see computer science right over here. I know it's one of the most coveted programs. It says optional. You can see cybersecurity. You can see electrical engineering. You can see, mechanical engineering. You have pretty much all the technical programs denying a GRE test right over here for you. And you can check it for pretty much every school. For instance, I'm checking it for Tannen School of Engineering right now because, I'm just guessing that most people looking are engineers. But, there's, of course, the same kind of pages for people in finance, business, there's people in medicine, and you can check it out for yourself. But the crux of the matter, GRE not required. Next one, Berkeley. Berkeley made a decision back in 2021, and they mentioned that from now on, we do not require the GRE, and that is still, till date, the case. Berkeley has eliminated GRE text requirements for a vast majority of its graduate programs. They don't need it, don't want it, and you can check it out for the program of your page, or you can check it out in this article, but they waived it off. They said, we're not going to use it at all. And even if you send it, they're not going to accept it. Makes you think that taking the GRE test, studying those 2-3 months for it back, before COVID, of course, it used to be different, but now maybe it might not always be worth it. Applying to universities has gotten significantly easier just because of this. I have another one for you. Purdue University. Take a look at the admissions requirements. There's the Purdue University Department of Computer Science. I'm just taking computer science for reference. But anyway, if you look at the admissions requirements and you click over here, let's try to find the GRE over here. I think it is a bit hidden as well. See, GRE scores are not required. Clearly mentions that for you right over here. Purdue itself. One of the best universities to go into, by the way. Another one I have for you is Columbia University, one of the Ivy Leagues. If you see, Columbia University. And if you check right over here, it asks, is the graduate record examination GRE test required? And it says the GRE is not required for the 2026 admission cycle. This includes spring 2026 and fall 2026. If you have taken the test and would like to provide the scores, you may, but it is not required. So basically what they're saying is that it is optional. You don't need to worry if you have it or if you don't have it. But again, this can be pretty much checked for every program out there. Small caveat over here, that Columbia still requires it for B schools. So if you're going for an MBA, you're going to need the GRE or the GMAT, but not for most programs otherwise. Let's look at another one. Cornell. Cornell also says that they do not need the GRE. Let me actually show you on their own website. Can I waive the GRE GMAT test based on professional experience or advanced degree? It says the GRE test is not required and will not be accepted as a part of your application to the Master of Engineering and Jacobs so-and-so school degree programs. The GRE is optional and may be submitted for admission to the Johnson Cornell Tech MBA program. So especially, you see, more or less, if you're going for a B school, maybe then you submit it. For most of these Ivy Leagues also, you'll see that's the case. But more or less, for core specific engineering level programs or even for medicine programs, if you check, The GRE test is no longer required, and they are not even accepting it as clear as day. They won't even accept your score. They will not consider it as a part of your application. I remember I started my channel with GRE prep, and I scored 329 on the GRE. It was a big deal back then. It was insane. People were crazy about the test, and we used to have to. I literally studied almost 2-3 years, like not consistently, but along with my bachelor's, I kept on studying. But now things have changed. It's time to change with the tide, and that's why we've built an article for you. Make sure you go on to YMGrad.com and click on articles. The first thing you'll see over here is universities waiving the GRE GMAT for fall spring 2026. If you don't find it, you can search for it, but you will be able to get all of these universities that I have mentioned with links, and you can go onto the official website, verify everything like I've shown you in this video, and you'll also be able to go ahead and see more universities over here. We have Northeastern, we have CSU Sacramento, we have University of Wisconsin-Madison, Texas A&M, Stony Brook University, University of Dallas, Boston University. All of these, in some capacity or the other, are waiving off the GRE. If you have 2 more minutes, make sure you sign up on YMGrad, because we'll update this blog, and every single year we have at least 50-60 good universities in here. I'm not talking about the tier 3 tie-up ones. They anyway will accept your profile, but 50-60 good universities you can get. Make sure you sign up. We'll keep you notified, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram. And if you need any help with your admissions, we do a lot of that with guaranteed admissions and visa under the complete application help. So make sure you check it out. We have a lot more information over there, and you can WhatsApp my team if you're interested in something like that. Thank you so much. Goodbye and take care until next one.